as I recall.
Yep.
Okay, now this is the
Still
hard
in
part.
diapers.
I don't think I've read this in 50 years. But I want to put parts of it on my record, so I'm going to try and do a good job. A lot of these poems from them when I was really angry. I'm not so angry anymore, I'm just pissed off. But I know I'm not going to be able to, I'm 82 years old and I'm not going to be able to do nothing about it except write, so I do that. Make radio shows and performances. But I ain't going to cut nobody's throat like I want to do that. This is a poem written for the police lieutenant from the Detroit Narcotics Bureau who busted me on several occasions. I did 6 months in the Detroit House of Correction, and then I did 2.5 years in Jackson and Marquette for marijuana possession. So I'm still pissed off about that because they never gave me anything back.
Me either.
The poem for Warner Stringfellow, a detective lieutenant, Detroit Narcotics Squad, who has been single-handedly responsible for busting me on 2 separate occasions for possessing and selling marijuana, and who stumbled into my new apartment last night by accident, over a year since the last time he saw me, and 2 years to the day since he first busted me. Warner, you are living in another century. This new one started while you were running around in circles, chasing dangerous criminals to keep the city safe from marijuana and people like me. I know what you are,
Isn't that
you
crazy?
told me last night. And when I get you again, you ain't getting
Look
out
now,
so
what the fuck is
easy.
happening?
I'll drown you, you worthless prick, you said. But it won't be so, here's where I was wrong. Well, it won't be so easy next time, Warner, if there is a next time. And there was. Because this whole thing is getting so far out of your clutches, you don't even know what it is. Except you can sense it with what senses you have left. You know somehow that things ain't what they used to be, that this world is changing so fast, you haven't got a place in it no more. Your old-time power and control have no place in this world, Warner. And as long as you keep trying to hang on to them, you'll just get farther and farther behind until you die, Warner, until you're dead. Not too long ago, Warner, I would have given anything just to get my hands around your neck and choke you to death. But that time has passed. There's no need of it. You'll die anyway. Anything will when it stops growing, and there's no more need for it in the world. There's no need for you now, Warner. Though it may take 20 years before you or the people you have made it your life to fly to find out your uselessness and criminality. You can't make me a criminal, Warner. You should know that by now, and your prisons and courts don't scare me anymore. I know who you are, and I don't hate you anymore. I won't let you trap me in that tiny little bag of yours. I won't respond the way you have to have me respond, because it's too late for that now, Warner. It's just too damn late for those games. The whole fucking universe is right there in front of your eyes, and it's all I can do to stay open to it now. Well, it's still my time. Even the 6 months you got me in your prison, Warner, only made me stronger and less afraid of the puny fear traps that are your only tool. What are you going to do, Lieutenant Stringfellow, when you have to try to arrest all the people younger than I am, who smoke marijuana every day and don't even care about you at all? When you come to bust them, all they'll do is laugh in your face. You're so funny. You come on like someone on your TV set, all that 1930s shit, or 1950s. The century changed at 1960. You're as out of date as the House Un-American Activities Committee, who tried to scare the young cats in 1966. Who tried to scare the young cats in 1966. And these kids showed up wearing Revolutionary War costumes, laughing at you. It's 1966, Warner. There is no thing to fear except your jails, and they'll fall soon. They're falling now. They don't mean anything anymore. And even if you kill us all off, that's no big thing, Warner. We just get born again, more and more aware of what's really happening in the universe. But it's too late to kill us all. You missed your chance in 1959, before the whole thing really started. You've been playing that funny shit for 2,000 years, and all you got is a gun and a badge and a house and a nice neighborhood and a car and a TV set. And you can't even talk to your own kids. They just don't want to hear it. You send them to psychiatrists, and they go over to somebody's house and smoke reefer, listen to the Thugs and John Coltrane and Sun Ra, and don't even think about you until they have to go home. And what a drag that is, Warner. Going home to their atrophied parents who are dying in their living room chairs, watching Batman on TV, and dancing the food with Jackie Kennedy in their dreams. What kind of life have you got, Warner, when you have to sit and think about me for over 2 years? And I'm 25 now. What are you going to do with all these fucking kids? Shut off completely as you are now from the world of human beings. Come on out of that jail, Warner. Let your criminals go. You just trapped them in your silly bag, and there's no need for those games. We're all lovely and free, Warren. We're all human beings, and nothing you can do can ever change the universe. I get up to change the record, Eric Dolphy, out to lunch at 7 in the morning, and the world changes too. It moves farther away from where you are. My wife turns over in bed. She's probably dreaming about you. You put her in jail too, Warner, but only overnight. But you took her man away for a whole 6 whole months. We celebrated our first anniversary while I was in your jail, and it made us stronger and more together than before. You see how puny your bullshit punishments are. And now we'll bring our own baby into the world and see what it can do for you, even though you want to wipe out its father even before it's born. And my wife feels sorry for you, Warren. Just to show you what you're up against with us, she really won't play your silly little games. That poor man, she said, he must spend all his time thinking about how he'll get us. Doesn't he have anything better to do with his life? And what can you do with her, Warner? Shoot her or lock her up? The problem is, what are you going to do with yourself, Warner Stringfellow? Let me leave you with that. Where will you be in 5 years, Warner? An inspector? Like poor stupid Jimmy Pike at the House of Corrections? Why don't you quit playing games, Warner, and grow up to be a man like the rest of us? This is the story you want me to write about you, Warner, the one you asked me about again last night. It's the best I can do. I hope you can hear it. Well, always, John Sinclair, Detroit, October 1966. Thank you. That was all right, huh?
Yeah. Very
That's
good.
it for me. Thanks a million.
Well,